Hi students, good morning to all. I hope all are safe in your home. Today we will discuss sixth chapter. Our chapter is progression. For exam point of view, you have only 125 to 129 pages are there. Exercises are not there. So I will explain 125 to 129 pages. What is progression? Progression is a sequence based on mathematical rule. What is sequence? A list of numbers having specific relation between the consecutive terms is generally called a sequence. We will take some examples. 1, 3, 5, 7, so on. In this example, you adding digit 2 in each term to get next term. Next, we take one more example 2, 6, 18, 54. In this sequence, if you multiplying with digit 3 in each term to get next term. Next, arithmetic progression. In this chapter, you have only arithmetic progression introduction part is there. What is arithmetic progression? If various terms of a sequence are formed by adding a fixed number to the previous term, or the difference between two successive terms is a fixed number, then the sequence is called arithmetic progression. Next, we will take two examples. First, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. The sequence of even numbers is an example of arithmetic progression. Next, second example 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. In this, each term is obtained by adding 5 to the preceding term except first term. This is called arithmetic progression. The general form of an arithmetic progression is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d and so on, a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term and d is called common difference. What is common difference? The fixed number which is obtained by subtracting any term of ap from its previous term. This is called common difference. If we take first term of an AP as A and common difference as D, then nth term of that AP will be AN equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. We will take some examples. First one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. In this, the difference of second term and first term is 2 minus 1 equal to 1. And third term and second term is 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Fourth term and third term is 4 minus 3 equal to 1. The difference of all these are common. So this is called common difference. Second one, 100, 70, 40, 10 and so on. In this, the second term and first term difference is 70 minus 100 equal to minus 30. And the difference of third term and second term is 40 minus 70 equal to minus 30. And the difference of fourth term and third term is 10 minus 40 equal to minus 30. The difference of these all are common. So this is common difference. And next, third one. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and so on. In this also, the difference of second term and first term is minus 2 minus of minus 3, that equal to minus 2 plus 3 equal to 1. And the difference of third term and second term is minus 1 minus of minus 2, that equal to minus 1 plus 2 equal to 1. The difference of fourth term and third term is 0 minus of minus 1 equal to 0 plus 1 equal to 1. The difference of all these are equal, common. So this is common difference. And next, fourth one, 3, 3, 3, 3 and so on. In this also, the second term and first term difference is 3 minus 3 equal to 0. And third and second term difference is 3 minus 3 equal to 0. Fourth and third term difference is 3 minus 3 equal to 0. In this, the difference all are equal. So this is the common difference is equal. And next, fifth one. 1.0, minus 1.5, minus 2.0, minus 2.5, and so on. In this also the difference of first term and second term is minus 1.5 minus 1.0, that equal to minus 1.5 plus 1.0 equal to minus 0.5, and the difference of second term and third term is minus 2.0 minus 1.5 equal to minus 2.0 plus 1.5 equal to minus 0.5, and the difference of fourth term and third term is minus 2.5 minus 2.0 equal to minus 2.5 plus 2.0, that equal to minus 0.5. In this also the differences are all common, so the common difference is equal. Now we discussed examples are like that. Successive terms are obtained by adding or subtracting a fixed number to the preceding terms. Such list of numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression. Try this in page number 128. First one. Which of these are arithmetic progressions and why? First problem. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 15 and so on. In this, the common difference is D equal to A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2 or A4 minus A3 and so on. First, D equal to A2 minus A1 equal to 3 minus 2 equal to 1. A3 minus A2 equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. A4 minus A3 equal to 7 minus 5 equal to 2. A5 minus A4 equal to 8 minus 7 equal to 1 and so on. In this is 1, this is 2. The common difference is different terms. So, it is not arithmetic progression. Next, 2, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15 and so on. In this, the common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that equal to 5 minus 2 equal to 3. Next, A3 minus A2 equal to 7 minus 5 equal to 2. Next, A4 minus A3 equal to 10 minus 7 equal to 3. A5 minus A4 equal to 12 minus 10 equal to 2. A6 minus A5 equal to 15 minus 12 equal to 3. The common difference is different terms are there. So the common difference is not equal. So it is not in AP. That is arithmetic progression. AP means arithmetic progression. And next one. Next. Minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, minus 7 and so on. In this, common difference D equal to A2 minus A1 equal to minus 3 minus half minus 1, that equal to minus 3 plus 1 equal to minus 2. And A3 minus A2 equal to minus 5 minus half minus 3, that is minus 5 plus 3 equal to minus 2. Next, A4 minus A3 equal to minus 7 minus half minus 5, that equal to minus 7 plus 5 equal to minus 2. The common difference is same. So this progression is in arithmetic progression. This progression is in arithmetic progression. Next, second one. Write 3 more arithmetic progressions. Examples: 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. The difference between the consecutive terms is difference is 2. This difference is 2. This difference is 2. This difference is 2. This is an arithmetic progression. And also one more example. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. The difference between consecutive terms also 2. And next, one more example. 1, 4, 7, 10 and so on. The difference between consecutive terms, 4 minus 1 is 3, 7 minus 4 is 3, 10 minus 7 also 3. This also is arithmetic progression. Next, let us see some more examples of arithmetic progression. First one, heights in centimeters of some students of a school standing in a queue in the morning assembly are 147, 148, 149 and so on 157. The common difference between two consecutive terms is 1. The difference between consecutive terms is 1. The difference is same, so this sequence is called in arithmetic progression. And next, second one. Minimum temperatures in degrees Celsius recorded for a week in the month of January in a city arranged in ascending order are minus 3.1, minus 3.0, minus 2.9, minus 2.8, minus 2.7, minus 2.6, minus 2.5. The difference between these consecutive terms is minus 3.0 minus 3.1. That is minus 3.0 plus 3.1. That is 0.1. The consecutive terms, the difference between these two terms is 0.1. These two terms also 0.1. These two terms also 0.1. The difference between these two terms is 0.1. This also 0.1. The difference between these all consecutive terms are equal. So, this sequence is in arithmetic progression. The balance money in rupees after paying 5% of the total loan of 1000 rupees every month is 950, 900, 850, 800 and so on 50. The difference between these consecutive terms is 900 minus 950, that is minus 50. The difference between these two terms also minus 50. These two terms also minus 50. The difference between consecutive terms is minus 50. These are all same value. So, these are in arithmetic progression. And next one. Cash prizes in rupees given by a school to the toppers of classes 1 to 12 are 200 rupees, 250, 300, 350 and so on 750 respectively. In this, the difference between these two consecutive terms is 50. These two terms also 50. These two terms also 50. The difference between these consecutive terms are all equal differences. So, these are in arithmetic progression. And next one. Total savings in rupees after every month for 10 months when 50 rupees are saved each month are 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 and so on 500. The difference between these two consecutive terms is 100 minus 50, that is 50. These two terms also, the difference between these two terms is 50. These two terms is 50. These two terms is 50. The difference between all terms in consecutive terms is equal. So, this sequence or this progression is also in AP, arithmetic progression. Next, think and discuss in page number 129. First question. Think how each of the list given above from an AP discuss with your friends. This question already we discussed. And next we go to second question. Find the common difference of each of the above lists. Think when is it positive. This question also we discussed. And next we go to third problem. Make a positive arithmetic progression in which the common difference is small positive quantity. 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. The difference between these two consecutive terms is a small quantity, that is 2. These two terms is 2. These two terms also 2. This is the small common difference. This is small positive quantity. And next, fourth one. Make an AP in which the common difference is big positive quantity. That is, one more example. 1000, 1050, 1100, 1150 and so on. The common difference between these two terms is 50. These two terms also 50. This is a large quantity. And next, fifth one. Make an arithmetic progression in which the common difference is negative. Make an arithmetic progression 90, 85, 80, 75 and so on. The difference between these consecutive terms is 85 minus 90, that equal to minus 5. These two terms of the difference is minus 5. These two terms difference is minus 5. In this arithmetic progression, the difference is negative, that is minus 5. This chapter is completed. Our chapter is pair of linear equations in two variables. In this chapter, for exam point of view, only 73 to 76 pages are there. First, we will discuss pair of linear equations. The general form of pair of linear equations is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Condition mod a plus mod b not equal to 0 or a square plus b square not equal to 0. This is the condition. If a equal to 0, the equation is by plus c equal to 0. This is equation in one variable. And if b equal to 0, the equation is ax plus c equal to 0. This is also equation in one variable. The condition is either a or b not equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the linear equation in two variables. The condition is either a or b not equal to 0. We discuss page number 73. Think and discuss. First problem. The cost of 1 kg potatoes and 2 kg tomatoes was 30 rupees on a certain day. After 2 days, the cost of 2 kg potatoes and 4 kg tomatoes was found to be 66 rupees. In this problem, two variables are there. One is potato and other one is tomato. First, the cost of potatoes equal to x and the cost of tomatoes equal to y. According to the problem, 1 kg potatoes and 2 kg tomatoes was 30 rupees. That is 1 into x plus 2 into y equal to 30 rupees. And second one is 2 kg potatoes and 4 kg tomatoes was 66 rupees. 2 into x plus 4 into y equal to 60 rupees. And next, second one. The coach of the cricket team of MK Nagar High School buys 3 bats and 6 balls for 3,900 rupees. Later, he buys 1 more bat and 2 balls for 1,300 rupees. In this problem, two variables are there. That is, one is bat and other one is ball. First, cost of 1 ball equal to x. Cost of 1 bat equal to y. According to the problem, 3 bats and 6 balls for 3,900 rupees. 3 balls means 3x plus 6 balls means 6y equal to 3,900 rupees. And second one, 2 balls, 1 bat and 2 balls for 1,300 rupees. 1 bat means 1x plus 2 balls means 2y equal to 1,300 rupees. Next, we discuss Try this in page number 75. First, mark the correct option in the following questions. First question. Which of the following equations is not a linear equation? A. 5 plus 4x is equal to y plus 3. In this, x is a variable and y is also variable. The degree of 4x is 1 and degree of y is 1. Degree is 1. This is a linear equation in two variables. Next, B. X plus 2y equal to y minus x. In this equation, first term degree is 1 and second term degree is 1. Next, y degree is 1, x degree is 1. This is a linear equation in two variables. And next, C. X equal to y power 2 plus 4. In this equation, x degree is 1 and y degree is 2. This is a not linear equation. It is a quadratic equation. And next, D. X plus y equal to 0. In this equation, x power 1. This is x degree is 1 and y degree also 1. This is a linear equation. In these four equations, which one is not linear equation? That is C. C is a quadratic equation. It is not linear equation. And next, second one. Which of the following is a linear equation in one variable? A. 2x plus 1 equal to y minus 3. It is the equation in two variables. That is, x is one variable and y is one variable. This is a two variable equation. B. 2t minus 1 equal to 3t plus 5. In this equation, only one variable is there. That is t. This is a linear equation in one variable. 2x minus 1 equal to x square. In this equation, degree is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. Next, D. X square minus x plus 1 equal to 0. In this equation, degree is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. Which of the following is a linear equation in one variable? In these four equations, linear equation in one variable is B. In this equation, only variable is t. This is the answer. And next, third problem. Which of the following numbers is the solution for the equation 2 into x plus 3 equal to 18? 2 into x plus 2 into 3 equal to 18. 2x plus 2 3 are 6 equal to 18. 2x is equal to 18 minus 6. 2x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12 by 2. 2 1 ja, 2 6 ja. X equal to 6. The value of x equal to 6. Answer is 6. And next, fourth problem. The value of x which satisfies the equation 2x minus 4 minus x equal to 5 minus x is 2x minus into 4 minus 4 minus into minus x, that is plus x equal to 5 minus x. 2x plus x, that is 3x. 3x minus 4 equal to 5 minus x. X is to left side and 4 is to right side. 3x plus x equal to 5 plus 4. 3x plus x is 4x equal to 5 plus 4 is 9. X equal to 9 by 4. 4 to the 8. Subtract 1.04 to the 8. 2. 4 5 the 20. X value is 2.25. That is the answer. And next, fifth one. The equation x minus 4y is equal to 5 has no solution, and B, unique solution, and C, two solutions, and D, infinitely many solutions. The equation x minus 4y is equal to 5. This is a linear equation. Linear equation always indicates a line. So the equation has infinitely many solutions. So the equation has infinitely many solutions. That is, D is the answer. This chapter is completed. We go to next chapter. Next chapter is mensuration. In this chapter, for exam point of view, only 245 and 246 pages are there. First we try this in page number 245. First question. Consider the following situations. In each, find out whether you need volume or area and why. Quantity of water inside a bottle. Inside a bottle. In this, how much space occupies water in bottle? That occupied space is called volume. And second one. Canvas needed for making a tent. How much canvas needed to make a tent? The taken canvas length and breadth is called area of tent. That is area. Next, third one. Number of bags inside the lorry. The bags occupies the space inside the lorry. That occupied space is called volume. And next, fourth one. Gas filled any cylinder. How much gas occupies space in a cylinder? That space is called volume. And next, fifth one. Number of matchsticks that can be put in the matchbox. Matchsticks occupy space in matchbox. That space is called volume. Important formulas for this chapter. First formula is cuboid. Cuboid shape. This is length, this is breadth, and this is height. Total surface area of cuboid equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Lateral surface area of cuboid equal to 2H into L plus B. Volume of cuboid equal to L into B into H. L is length, B is breadth, and H is height. Next. Next, cube formula. Shape of cube. In this cube, all sides are equal. Each side is A. Total surface area of cube equal to 6A square. And lateral surface area or curved surface area of cube equal to 4A square. Volume of cube equal to A cubed. And next, formula. Right circular cylinder. Shape of cylinder. This is the radius of circle. This is the height of the cylinder. Total surface area of cylinder. Total surface area of cylinder equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. 2 pi r into h plus r. Lateral surface area or curved surface area of cylinder equal to 2 pi r h. Volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder equal to pi r square h. And next, formula, that is right circular cone. Shape of cone is, this is the radius of the cone, this is the height of the cone, and this is lateral surface, this is the slant height. L is slant height, H is height of the cone, and R is the radius of the cone. Total surface area of cone. Total surface area of cone equal to pi r into L plus r. Lateral surface area or curved surface area of cone equal to pi r L. volume of cone equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. In this, L square equal to r square plus h square. L is equal to root of r square plus h square. And next formula, sphere. The shape of sphere. This is radius of the sphere. Total surface area of sphere equal to 4 pi r square. Lateral surface area or curved surface area of sphere equal to 4 pi r square. Volume of sphere equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. And next, formula, hemisphere. The shape of hemisphere is this is the radius of the hemisphere. Total surface area of hemisphere equal to 3 pi r square. And lateral surface area or curved surface area of hemisphere equal to 2 pi r square. Volume of hemisphere equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. And next, we will see some diagrams. For example, draw a diagrams with a combination of cylinder and hemisphere. This is a cylinder and this is a hemisphere. This is height of the cylinder and this is radius of the hemisphere and radius of the cylinder. Next, one more example. Draw a diagram with the combination of cylinder and cone. This is the cylinder and this is the cone. Combination of cone and cylinder. This is the radius of cone and radius of cylinder. This is the height of the cylinder. This is the height of the cone. Chapter is completed. We will go to next chapter. Our next chapter is application of trigonometry. In this chapter, for exam point of view, only 294 to 297 pages are there. In this chapter, two main topics are there. First topic is angle of elevation and second topic is angle of depression. First we discussed first topic, that is angle of elevation. What is angle of elevation? The angle of elevation is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is above the horizontal line. That means if the object is above the horizontal line, then the angle between the horizontal line and line of sight is called angle of elevation. What is horizontal line? A line drawn parallel to the earth's surface from the observer's eye is called horizontal line. Our next topic is angle of depression. What is angle of depression? The angle of depression is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is below the horizontal line. That means if the object is below the horizontal line, then the angle between the line of sight and horizontal line is called angle of depression. Drawing figures to solve problems. First one. All the objects such as towers, trees, buildings, ships, mountains, etc. shall be considered as linear for mathematical convenience. The angle of elevation or angle of depression is considered with reference to the horizontal line. The height of the observer is neglected if it is not given in the problem. Example 1. The top of a clock tower is observed at an angle of elevation of alpha degrees and the foot of the tower is at the distance of d meters from the observer. Draw the diagram for this data. This is the tower. This is the observer. The distance between the tower and observer is d meters. Angle of elevation at the observer is alpha degrees. A, B, C. Height of the tower is h. This is the diagram for this data. Next, example 2. Rinky observes a flower on the ground from the balcony of the first floor of a building at an angle of depression beta degrees. The height of the first floor of the building is x meters. Draw the diagram for this data. This is the height of the first floor, that is x. This is observer. This is the flower. Join flower to ground floor and join observer to flower. This is horizontal line. This angle is beta. This angle is beta. Observer is below the horizontal line. The angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight is called angle of depression. That is beta. These two lines are parallel. This is the transversal line. These two angles are equal. These angles are called alternative interior angles. And next, example 3. A large balloon has been tied with a rope and it is floating in the air. A person has observed the balloon from the top of a building at an angle of elevation theta 1 and foot of the rope at an angle of depression theta 2. The height of the building is h feet. Draw the diagram for this data. First, height of the building is h. This is height of the building. This is the balloon in the air. This is horizontal line. This is theta 1 is angle of elevation. Theta 2 is angle of depression. A, B, C, D, E. This is also theta 2. And next, Do this in page number 297. Draw diagrams for the following situations. First one. A person is flying a kite at an angle of elevation alpha and the length of thread from his hand to kite is L. The figure is this alpha A, B, C. That is L. And next, second one. A person observes two banks of a river at an angles of depression theta 1 and theta 2 from the top of a tree of height h, which is at a side of the river. The width of the river is, first we draw height of the tree. Height of the tree equal to h. That is AB. AB equal to h. And the observer observes two banks of rivers at an angles of depression theta 1 and theta 2. This is horizontal line. This angle is theta 2 and this angle is theta 1. This is the diagram. Think and discuss in page number 297. First one. You are observing top of your school building at an angle of elevation alpha from a point which is at d meters distance from foot of the building. D meters from foot of the building. This is height. This is angle of elevation is alpha. A, B, C. In this, which trigonometric ratio would you like to consider to find the height of the building? Tan theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side. And next, second one. A ladder of length x meter is leaning against a wall making angle theta with the ground. Which trigonometric ratio would you like to consider to find the height of the point on the wall at which the ladder is touching? This is the ladder. Ladder is x. Ladder of length x meters. Which trigonometric ratio to find the height of the wall is using sin theta. Sin theta equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. In this problem, by using sin theta to find the height of the wall. This chapter is completed. I will give assignment for these 4 chapters. Write the assignments. First, progression. Progressions. First problem. And next, pair of linear equations in two variables. First question. And next, mensuration. And next, applications of trigonometry. completed. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Wear mask, use sanitizer.